Thank you so much for joining us on this week's Good News. We are here with Claire Marr. She is the media coordinator for 100 Plus Women Who Care. Did I pronounce that right? Is that correct?
So I'm Claire, and I am the media coordinator for 100 Plus Tri-Cities Women Who Care. I'm really, really excited to be talking to you today. Thank you for having me on your show.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. Now, for the listeners here, can you explain a little bit what exactly is 100 Plus Women Who Care?
Yes, so great question. We are a group of women who are dedicated, determined to make a difference in our region. And we try to make the world a better place through collective giving. We give to charities that our members are passionate about. So a lot of people ask, well, how does that work? What is collective giving, and how does it work? So, the best way that I know to explain collective giving and why it's important and why we do what we do is to talk about the history. This giving model started back in 2006. There was a woman named Karen Dunnigan who lived in Michigan, and she wanted to make a difference in her community. And she learned of a nonprofit that was trying to stop or lessen the impact of sudden infant death syndrome. And they needed $10,000 for cribs that they would give to families who were at risk. So she didn't have $10,000. Her friends didn't have $10,000. So she brought together 100 people who could all give $100. And in 1 hour, they had $10,000 for cribs for that community.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? So that's kind of the basic concept that we operate on. We bring women together to donate collectively to one nonprofit from our region. It is fast, it's impactful, it's effective, and that's why our members love it. And the nonprofits that we select are nominated and then voted on by our members as well.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
So now you said it started in Michigan. So is there then different
Yeah.
areas for 100 Plus Women Who Care?
Actually, there are 100 Who Care alliances all over the world, and it's not just 100 plus women. You'll find them in many different countries, all over the United States. There are a lot of women's groups, but there are also men and kids and all other kinds of varieties. So yeah, I'd love to see some of those start up in our region as well.
Yeah.
Yes, and the way that most of those groups work is, when you join, you nominate whatever nonprofit you care about. And then for our group, our members can nominate a nonprofit when they join. And then also, I think one time a year, they're allowed to update that, change that, or add that. So then our leadership team, which we are all volunteers, every single bit of money that is given goes straight back to those nonprofits, goes straight to them. We don't even doesn't really cross our hands. It goes straight to those nonprofits that are selected. So the three members of the leadership team, myself, Adrienne Osborne, who's our nonprofit coordinator, and Becca Davis, who is our founder, we randomly select three nonprofits from among the whole big list of organizations that our members have nominated. And then those three nonprofits present. They tell our members who they are, what they do, why they matter, and then what they would do if they received our group's donation. Our members vote. They choose whichever one they care about and they think is the best use of their funds. Not that they don't care about all three. I don't think I've ever heard from one that wouldn't have been a worthy recipient, but they pick the one that seems the most timely, and then everyone donates, and the donation is typically approximately $10,000.
Wow, that's amazing. So you have over 100 women then that are involved in this, and
Correct.
so you select the leadership selects three, and then you vote to whichever one they want to pick for that. Do you do it yearly, quarterly, or how often?
Yes. And we do it on a quarterly basis. Right.
Wow.
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
give
And
upwards of like $40,000 then a year.
Yeah, so we actually, our impact so far is over $70,000 for local nonprofits.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I know, isn't that amazing?
That's incredible. That's really cool because for me, I mean, honestly, giving $100 personally, that doesn't seem like that much, but I love how you all are taking a you know not it's not a small gift. By no means, $100 is not a small gift, but in the big scheme of things, $100, personally, it's like, oh, that won't do that much. But you
Mhm.
take all of these people and bring them together around one common goal, and you can make the biggest difference. It's about being part of something bigger than just yourself, and
Yep.
that's amazing. Now I'd love to know, what are a few of the nonprofits that you've helped out in this area?
Yeah, sure. So we've actually had 7 big gives. So we've had, yeah, 7 organizations have benefited. Um, Isaiah 117 House, Seasons of Hope, Levi's Legacy, Hope, which is short for Help Our Potential Evolve, and Cherished Mom. Those were the first 5 recipients. So those were all selected at in-person meetings. And then when the pandemic started, like everybody, right, we had to shift gears. So our members voted online. We had a special big give for our 6th event, and our members selected One Acre Cafe as the recipient of our funds for the 6th big give, to help them feed people
Yeah,
during the pandemic. We wanted to make sure that people could eat. So we weren't really sure, honestly, Christian, like if they would be able, if our members would be able to give. Everything was so uncertain. So we said, this is optional. You can maintain your membership if you're not able to give at this time. And our members and their friends came through, and we were able to pull together $10,000 plus, I think, for One Acre Cafe, which was phenomenal. It was just because they were doing such good work. And so we were so proud of our members and their ability to step up, even as they were facing challenges.
yeah, that's amazing. Now,
Yeah.
what are, with these 7 organizations that you've helped, what are some of their reactions? Because that's, I mean, that's a
Sure.
lot of money and a lot of
Yes. Yeah.
sacrifice that they have received.
Sure. Well, we just did our 7th big give, and so let me just tell you about that one. We're trying to think outside the box, and so we were able to partner with Holston Valley Broadcasting and do our 7th big give on A Closer Look, which is a great TV show. And our members selected the Shepherd's Inn as the 7th big give recipient. So not everybody knows who the Shepherd's Inn is or what they do. The Shepherd's Inn is Carter County's only safe house for women and children who are victims of domestic violence. So it is a much needed resource for that community. And so they are absolutely thrilled because they are facing an unfortunate increase in demand for their services. Really wish that wasn't the case, but they have provided a lot to the community, a lot more than usual, coupled with challenges of not being able to hold in-person fundraisers, right? A lot of our local nonprofits depend on those in-person fundraisers. And so for them, this was a lifeline, I believe. They were so excited because they are doing such good work, and coupled with all that's going on right now, this was hugely needed for that organization. So we are very, very proud to be able to support them. Our members are, again, they're passionate about these causes, and I just couldn't ask for a better group of women to work with
Yeah,
on this
that's
project.
awesome.
They are amazing.
That is very cool. And I do know about the Shepherds Inn. My wife, actually, when she was going through college, she volunteered there. They needed
Oh yeah.
service
Okay.
hours. She was going into social work, and she actually volunteered there. And I know definitely that they need all the help they can get.
Yeah.
People that go in there are
Yes.
struggling and really going through some difficult times. So having that resource
Yeah.
is amazing. So that's awesome.
Yes. And I would say, just to follow up on that too, our members have pledged $10,000 plus to the Shepherd's Inn, and we are thrilled about that. We do have instructions on our website. Members of the community are welcome to contribute as well and make the biggest impact possible for the work they're doing. It's TricitiesWomenWhoCare.com. We invite anybody to give to that nonprofit because they need the funds, and we're proud to support them.
Yeah, that's so they can still give to the Shepherds Inn right now. Then.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Anybody can give, and if they do it, and there are instructions on our website on how to share with us,
Yeah.
that they have done so, then their gift would be counted in our total, and it just shows the impact that our events have in the
Okay.
region. And really, what it comes down to is that we want to make the biggest difference possible for
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
And of course, now women who are listening to this and think, man, I have a nonprofit I care about, or that sounds amazing to me, can check out our website, tricitieswomenwhocare.com, for instructions on joining. And we would love to have new members. Of course, people are moving out of the area. Everyone is in flux with jobs. And so we are always looking for new members to replace ones that leave, but then also because the more people we have, the bigger the impact we can make. There are different levels of joining available. You can join as part of a team, which means your team nominates and votes as opposed to you as an individual, but it's a lower financial commitment because we know that not everybody can donate $100 a quarter. For some of some people that is a lot. It might be too much, and for some people, they want to join at the regular $100 level individually, and either way, it's fine.
Yeah, that's awesome. So they can still, if they say, oh, $100 is just a little too much for us, they can bring either family members or friends, be like, hey, come with me and let's do, $20 a piece or whatever amount.
Yep. It's 1, 2, 3, or 4 people, I guess. Well, I guess one person's not really a team. That's an individual. 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is so cool. And we'll link to your website in the description of this video. So if you're listening and not watching this video will be on YouTube as well. You can go to our YouTube channel. It's WCQR FM, and you can see this. Watch the video, watch the interview that we're doing right now, and then you can also see the links below to the TricitiesWomenWhoCare.com. Now, when will you be selecting another ministry to support?
Yes, so that is a great question. Our next big give is in November.
Okay.
Yep, I had to do the math in my head, Christian, to make sure I had it right. It's in November, so we will be selecting in October. So this is a great time to join during the month of September.
Perfect. Yeah, this is going to be airing I believe the middle of September is when this is be airing. So it'll be give them a couple weeks to decide to do that, or find a team to be a part of that. And so you'll be picking the organization in October. So if they join late September, they can just go ahead and nominate. And they join just on your website? Is there all the information?
Yes, they go to the website. There's a form they complete that is the registration form, and then they'll receive instructions on how to nominate a nonprofit. And then when we do a random selection of all of the nominated nonprofits, and 3 of those will be selected to present to our members in November. And then our members will vote, and majority wins.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So when they just for out of my own curiosity, so when you're saying that they show proof of donating, does that mean they donate specifically to that organization and not through the 100 Plus Women Who Care?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then they show proof of that. Okay, that makes sense. That's awesome though.
Yeah.
And it goes directly through them. So do you then, when you select the organization to nominate, or select the organization that is selected, I guess. I would say that. Do you have all the information then on the website of how they get in contact with that organization to donate to them?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you check out our website today, there are instructions there for donations. How to get donations to the Shepherd's Inn. Now, yes, all of that is on the website. Anyone who wants to donate can use the PayPal link there to donate to the Shepherd's Inn. It's easy. You don't have to be a woman to donate to that charity and be part of the big impact. You can also send a check. And so we do typically collect the checks and then take them to the organization, but that again would be written directly to that organization, and we just get them all together so we can count and make sure we know how big our impact is.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to know, we've talked a little bit about the reactions of the organizations that you've helped. But what are some of the reactions of the members that are actually donating? I'd love to know if you have any stories
Oh,
or
yeah.
yeah, I'd love to know.
Um, that's a great question. So, we have gotten some amazing feedback following the big gift we just had. It's on my mind because we're still collecting checks and tracking PayPal donations and hearing from members about it. One of our members said, this is amazing. This is a group of women helping other women who really need it. She said, "This is what we're about. This is why we do this work." And, other members really appreciate the fact that they are able to connect with other women and build relationships with people who are dedicated to the same thing, who care about our community, and who want to help in this way. So that's another big thing. And then another one of our members, actually, after we had our donation to One Acre Cafe, talked about how, she said, I think that when we highlight an organization, sometimes that challenges others to step up and support them. She said, I think when we supported One Acre, she felt like she saw other groups sending donations after that. So I do think that when we highlight an organization, when we bring them to the forefront, that we are able to share with our members, of course, this nonprofit, this is what they do in the community, and this is why we're going to support them. But then also to a broader audience, right? We get to help share their mission with the Appalachian Highlands of the Tri-Cities. So that's what makes this work so much fun and so important.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, so what you just said there, as far as the women coming together to do this, to support and to raise not just the money but the awareness. That's amazing because you're right. As far as Shepherd's Inn, I didn't know about the Shepherd's Inn until my wife got a internship there,
Yeah.
and so bringing awareness to these organizations to help, maybe not just for this one big gift, but also to make sure that people know, like, they still need your help. They still need this. They're operating, for example, like the Isaiah 117 house. I'm actually friends with Rhonda, and I did a lot of their videos, and it was a
Yeah, she's
huge
great.
blessing. Yeah, I mean, I love them both. They're all awesome. But it's so true as far as like their kids that are getting pulled out of homes and going into foster care every day, and they need help every single day. It's not just a, oh, let's give them some money and be done. Like, no, we need to come around these nonprofits, these organizations that are really benefiting our community, because I mean, let's be honest, they are doing more good than others. I mean, these organizations are dedicated. The Good Samaritan, Shepherd's Inn, Isaiah House. There's so many more that are in the weeds, so to say, of the community, and really being a part of helping to change lives. So I love that that is also what you all are doing. You're raising that awareness. You're raising the money. You're coming together to be a part of something bigger, but you're also saying, hey, these people are doing amazing things. I want you to know about it. I want you to help them, because
Yeah.
we need to come together, and that's awesome. So now the last question or last thing, which we've already talked about a little bit, but I just want to make sure our listeners and our viewers know how to get a hold of you all, how to be a part
Yeah.
of it, how to contact for more information. What are the ways? So you've mentioned the website, but what are other ways potentially that they could follow along, even if they just want to know what you're up to? How-
Absolutely, yes. So we do maintain a presence on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. So look for 100 plus Tri Cities women who care.
Okay, and we'll link to that also all on this video. So if you
Okay,
actually,
perfect.
when we're
Yes,
up here, if you can just send me all the links, I'll make sure that those go in the video so that our listeners can access those.
absolutely.
So that is awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us here. Is there anything else that you would love to say? I just want to give you the chance to say it before we end this conversation.
We've said so many good things. I think really it comes down to this. We want to help make a difference in the community, and we invite everyone out there to be part of that impact, whether or not they want to formally become a part of our organization. Um, our members, like I said, they select some amazing nonprofits, and so we are just proud to be part of that work with them.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Claire, for joining us here at 88.3 and just letting us share the good news of what you all are doing at the Tri Cities 100 plus women who care.
Good news.